Hey, with cornerback Antonio Hall as the Demons get ready for final road trip of the season down to Nichols this week. And Antonio, want to kind of talk to you about a few different things today. Obviously, or maybe not obviously, but you were out last week. One of the now longer list of defensive backs that have missed time this year, and we've talked a lot about that with other guys and the coaches and everything. But um, what's the sort of return process like for you? You were obviously it was concussion protocols, that sort of stuff. We won't get into details, but maybe you could speak for yourself, but also for the grand group of what's it like coming back, getting back into the flow, getting back into practice and back in the action, preparing for a game that I know a lot of you guys have gone through this year.
I definitely say, for me, getting hurt, I didn't like it. The concussion definitely hurt me mentally. But I want to get back on the field with my guys. I want to get back on the field with my team. Like I want to keep on playing. I want to be able to help my team win or help my team just become the best team that they can. I want it's a team sport, and so I want really just get back on the field with my guys. So then we have that opportunity to keep playing as a team, before the seniors leave and before some of the DBs are gone because of their eligibility, their seniors and stuff like that. So I definitely say I just want to be back on the field with my guys. So
obviously, you probably ask anybody, any player across the country, they'll probably give you that similar kind of answer. But for you specifically and for this team specifically, I know a lot of you guys are super close off the field, not even just in the defensive back room, but what kind of motivation does it give you for this team specifically to want to go out there and keep competing and keep working and keep trying to get better week over week?
It's just the team's effort, like how everybody's still, we might be losing, but everybody's still trying to do their job, do it to the best they can, and really just go out there and ball. That's what football is, as a team, just go out there, go put the work in, and just go out there and bust your butt. That's the only thing that you can really do, and just keep on grinding, and one of these days it's gonna go ahead and change for this team, and I can't wait. I want to be a part of that success. I want to be a part of that, and I feel like it's gonna happen. It really is.
Does that when like you said, you coming back this week, or Jakarian last week coming back, his first game back in a few days, or whoever the case may be, when a guy you see them come back and you see them back out on the field, what does that say to you guys in the locker room in terms of they're willing to come back and put it back on the line, and how does that bring you guys closer for, like you said, down the road whenever this freshman class that grows up and the seniors and you're part of that, and how does that bring you guys closer?
It just shows a lot of heart because they could be in pain, but they still playing through it. That just shows a lot of character and heart, and so I feel like that's a really good thing that people are they're still hurt, they're hurt, but they're trying to come back as fast as they can, and they're doing whatever it takes. They're going to treatment, they're talking to coaches, they're going to meetings, and they're still trying to get back on that field because even if they're hurt, that just takes a lot of heart because they want to go out there and ball, and they know that they can ball with a little injury, a little nag. So yeah, that definitely shows a lot of heart and character from them.
Other thing I wanted to definitely ask you about is kind of take me through the dynamic of, obviously you play cornerback. You're a lot of times you're locked in with a receiver. The way we play defense, you're one on one.
Yeah.
But the other side of it is you are also have taken over return duties, and punting and kickoff. So what's the shift like for you going from defense right into a return game and all that sort of stuff? How does that work?
It's definitely, to me it's really fun because I like to have the ball in my hand. It's something that I like. Just I catch the ball and I can just run, and so it's definitely a lot of fun when it comes to that type of thing, and it shows that the coaches trust me a lot, and so that trust kind of boosts my confidence up to where, okay, yeah, I can do this. I can catch the ball and run. I can get some yards for the offense, so then they can go down there and score. So it's definitely, it's it boosts my confidence being back there on a return man because they have that trust in me to just go back there and make a smart decision. So
you've in the short time, I think it was 5 games that you've been back there, you've had some close ones, like maybe one miss away from taking it to the house. Do you kind of see that developing? Like, I know it's a split second, you got to make a decision and go, but can you see that developing? How frustrating is it to finally just that tripped up that you know when you were one step away?
It's definitely really frustrating because it's always that one tackle, and usually there's like a blocker there. But even if it's one on one, I got to make somebody miss, and so that's the one thing that has been kind of frustrating for me. But I feel like my blockers are amazing. They're going out there doing their job. I trust in all my blockers 100%. So when I catch the ball, I just know I can go. I can find a hole. Once I see that hole, take my shot. And it's just because of them, because they're doing their job blocking for a return man. So it definitely it's one of those things where you got to give it pat a back, pat a back,
Pat him on the back for
pat
doing
him on the back
yeah.
for blocking
Absolutely.
for so long. So
well, take me to this week. Like I said, last road game to Nichols. What are you looking for, maybe defensively, that you want to see? Obviously, your first time back after missing a week, but to close out this season, close out this final road game, a rivalry game against Nichols, all that sort of stuff. What do you want to see for the defense?
From the defense, I just want to see us bond as a team, communicate a lot better and just do our job. That's the main thing about defense is you want to do your job to the best of your ability. Coach KVA, the DB coach here, he always says do your job to the best you can, no matter what. So if you're hurt, just do your job, and you'll be fine. And so I kind of really look up to that because, as long as you do your job, you're going to be in an amazing position to go make a play or be in the play. So, yeah.
Or set up a nice return, right?
Or set up a nice return, yeah.
And Tony, I appreciate your time, man.
Thank you.